going to start off with some activations, and this will be about 5 minutes of more physical activations which can be done on a chair or standing, and then 5 minutes of slower activations. That's just really to set the scene and the pace so you know what's going to be happening. So many of us have done these before, and we're going to start with the shaking, and as I've said, you can pay a fortune in the States to do this shaking. It's really, really good for all the joints, and I'm a member of the Nuffield Health and Fitness, and there, when they were actually doing a course on joint care, the shaking was one of the first things they mentioned to us that we should be practicing daily. Very easy to do, even if you're lying in bed. Okay. So firstly, shaking, it doesn't matter which hand you start with. Your fingers, wrists, into the elbow, and up to the arm. Up, around, up again. And you don't have to take it all the way up if it's not, doesn't suit your arm, it's okay, you can do it much lower. And then the other hand. Into the wrists, elbows, shoulders, take it up and round. Okay, your feet a little bit wider apart, take it up and round. And you can go down as far as you like, get a nice soft bend in the knees. This time we'll go down the other way. And really what you're doing is loosening up the body and just helping the body to move a little bit. Okay, so now we'll do the legs, the feet. So your foot, ankle, knee, and then into the hip. And you can hold on to a wall or your chair, whatever you want to do. Just then move it gradually all the way around. Okay, then the other leg. Concentrate if you're doing it on one leg, or doing it without holding on, I should say. Okay, so hopefully that feels that the arms and legs are a little bit looser, and just notice each time we stop here what's going on in your body and if you feel a little bit looser. We're going to do some twisting now, so we're going to start off the twisting with your feet on the floor and just twisting round, not lifting your ankles, just getting the bottom bit of the spine twisted. You can get a soft bend of your knees if you want, and your head can go round. Then you might want to take your legs just a little bit wider, and this time go onto the ball of the feet and twist round. Get a better twist all the way up your spine. That's really good, especially in these days when we're perhaps sitting about more than what we would have done normally when we're not able to get out so much. And then you might want to take your arms a little bit higher onto your shoulders. And then you can slow it down. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is just keep one foot on the ground and then go forward with the other and lift up your arms. Really feeling a lovely stretch across your upper body here. And then come down onto the heel and lift it up again. So forward and up and back and up. Forward and up and back and up. Forward up too strong for your arms, just do it a little bit lower. And again, you can be doing it in a chair. So we'll do it with the other foot now. Plant that foot in the ground. And up, and back, and up. And forward on the ball of the foot, and up. Back on the heel, and up. And all we're doing is loosening up the body. Okay, and then we'll do the middle of the body. So if you want to just circle your hips, really listening up round about your hip joint, your waist. And then we'll go the other way. Okay, so now we're moving on to the slower bits of the exercise. So firstly, just you can stand just for a few moments and notice how you're feeling now. Your body feels differently than it did when we started. So with your feet about hip width apart, you just bend your knees and you're just going to take your arms and circle them over your head and then lower them. And we're just going to do this for several times, and you can alternate hands in front as you go round. So changing hands as we come down to let the other one go in front, and breathing out as you go down, and breathing up in as we come up. So breathing out and breathing in. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and out. And next time we come up, you might want to think that you're taking off a jumper. Just removing a jumper. And now you might like to think of taking off that jumper as taking off any cares, any worries you have, anything that's making you uneasy, and letting it go. So just taking them off and letting them go as you lower your hands, go to the ground. This time, you're folding your 3 fingers, covering with your thumb, your 2 index fingers, and it's the same movement, the same breath, alternating which hand's in front. And this time, you might like to think about your intention for this practice. What would you like? Is it to feel peaceful? Is it to feel energized? What would you like to get out of this practice? And if you can close your eyes and go inside. And just think of that for the next few breaths. Breathing in as the arms go up. Breathing out as the arms go down. And now we're going to take the hands just in front of your tummy button. And you're going to hold as if it's a small ball. And you might already notice that there's a tingling in your hands, that's the meridian. So what we're now going to do is put one hand underneath that ball and the other hand on top. And we're going to pull that ball up to the shoulder. And then move it across. And if you can imagine making a figure of 8, pulling that ball of energy up. And you might like to take it round to the side. You might like to take it down. Only going to get down as far as you want. Soft knees. Once again, this can be done in a chair. Now you take that little ball of energy wherever you like. Wherever in your body you feel that you need to stretch. And then take it back to your centre. Close your eyes. Now we're going to do DanGum, and I invite you to do it with me. So this is done very regularly in China and Korea, and it's a great way of balancing out all the energy in the body. It works on all the meridian lines, and it gets rid of any stress, and it also helps you then kind of feel powered and powerful. So, you know, if you're feeling a little bit kind of wabbit, this is a really good one. And you can do it in a chair as well, okay? So you can do it from the chair, you can do it standing up. So we'll start off taking hands up, down, and then raising them up to the heavens. And if you can, go on your toes. This is called the heaven stretch, sorry, looking towards heaven. And down we come. Once again. Taking your hands. And if you can, on your toes, but you don't need to. Okay, so leaving one hand up and taking the other hand down. It's called heaven and earth. So you're stretching right across the body, and you might want to look up at that hand. And then little energy ball in the middle. Stretching the other way around, heaven and earth. It's a fantastic stretch, working on all those meridian lines right across the body. And again, you can do it sitting in a chair. And we do it 3 times to each side. So I'm taking a soft bend in my knees as I'm changing my hands round. And then I'm straightening out my legs again, but not locking them. And final side. Okay. So this next one we're going to do is taking your arms out, and you're going to look down the side. I'm going to turn around so you can see me side on. So you're going to take your shoulders back, taking your shoulder blades together and looking down one arm, holding onto your tummy, not arching your back. And then breathing in and doing it to the other side. Shoulder blades coming together. Now in some cultures this is used as dry crying. And I know that some people who have lost their husbands have actually found this comforting, a very comforting move. So with all the grief that we've got, loss of a person close to us, loss of our job, loss of our way of life, not being able to see family and friends, very, very good for releasing all that grief that we're holding in the body. Okay, this next stretch then, if you put your hands in your hips and This is considered to be the elephant's trunk. So what we're going to do is go down one side. You can bend your knees, you can go down far or not far, it's up to you. And we're going to come up the other side. Okay. And once again, we're going to do it 3 times to one side and then 3 times to the other. So now taking it to the other side. And once again, this is stretching the various meridians in the body. Now, next we'll do a back stretch. So if you take your hands to the small of your back to protect your back, and take your shoulder blades together, pulling your elbows and looking up. And just go back as far as you can. And if it's not good for you, you can keep your head forward, it doesn't matter. Stretch is really across the shoulders here. Okay. We'll do it twice more. Pulling those shoulder blades together. And for the final time, getting the elbows together and drawing them close. Okay, the next exercise is moving your ankles and your wrists. So going back with your wrists and your ankles and then going forwards. Back and forward, and you might hear some cracking as energy's moving about in the body as you do this. And you can do this one on a chair if that's easier. The next couple are quite good fun. So what you're going to do this next one is you're going to go on your horse and you're going to set your bow. You put an arrow in that bow and you're going to pull it across your chest. Now, you're not going to hit anyone, but what you do is holding on to your own power. So if you can feel that stretch across your chest, the stretch, your shoulder blades coming together, and really looking into your hand and feeling your power that nobody's going to get you. And then you can change that over to the other side, pulling that arrow back and sitting on your horse. Get off the horse, back to the other side. And really feel your power. Final time to each side. So now that we've stretched out all the meridian lines in the body, we've released all the kind of tension. It's time to kind of release it out of the body because we've released it, but it's still in. So the way that they do it over there is create soft fists, palms facing up. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn around and punch. And we're going to punch to the front, to the side, and we're going to do it one hand after the other, and we're going to do it 3 times. And then we're going to do something called the lion's roar. So that's creating claws and really letting your roar out. So after 3, 1, 2, and we're going to shout ha as we're doing it. 1, 2, 3. Ha ha! Ha ha! Ha ha! Ha ha! Ha ha! Ha ha! actually got rid of all the stuff that had been released from the different meridians in the body. But really, to feel your power, what you want to do is to really reclaim it. So I invite you to do it again, and with all the groups I've done, they've really enjoyed doing it this second time. And be as loud as you like. The person who taught us this told us about when she was teaching it in South America, and it was to an order of nuns in a hotel. The staff there came to find out what was going on because of the loudness of the roar. Okay, so please, after 3, 1, 2, 3, ha ha! 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 Ah! So, once again, take a seat, either on a chair or, and you might want to put a block underneath, a book with a towel on it, just to notice how you're feeling, letting that sink in. Or for me, I like sitting with a cushion on the floor. However you choose to finish this practice and go into yourself and listen to what's going on inside. I hope you enjoy it, and I'm going to finish with that beautiful greeting, Namaste, which means, may the divine in me recognise the divine in you. Namaste. And what I'd like to do is to share with you some ways that you can make yourself very, very comfortable before going in to receive a lovely, lovely deep relaxation. So if you get together some blankets, some pillows, some cushions, maybe a candle, some socks to keep your feet warm, some books or blocks that you can rest your feet on. So just bits and pieces of equipment when I go through the next few minutes you'll be able to have with you, and then we can go into a lovely deep relaxation. I hope you enjoy. Hello everyone, this is my son Andrew, and he's going to demonstrate a way to get into a beautiful relaxation position so that you can receive the relaxation and really benefit from it. So if you look at Andrew's body shape on the ground here, the one area that he does need help is underneath his head. So what I'm going to do is just roll up a little bit of blanket here and put that underneath his head. On you go, so that he's got a nice straight spine. So what I did there was I just took the towel, rolled it up slightly, put it under his neck, and the rest he's lying out on. So going further down the body, he's going to open up his arms so that his palms are facing up, and that way his shoulders are relaxed into the ground. Coming down, he doesn't have any lordosis here, so his actual spine is touching. But if his spine wasn't touching, and for many people that isn't the case, then what we have is a bolster. So if you lift your legs up, Andrew, please. Okay, put them down. So for many people we find that more comfortable because it puts the spine fully on the ground. Would you like it under you or not?
No, I'm happy.
With it under or not?
Without it.
Without it, yeah. So there's a preference, so you try it out. Okay, so if you turn your feet out, Andrew, separate your legs slightly, turn your feet. And let them just relax down, yeah. Okay, now the other things that are nice to have, when you go into relaxation, your body starts to cool down, so it's very nice if you have a blanket to put over you. Just makes you feel safe, secure and comfy, and allows you to go into a deep meditation. And if you have a pillow, an eye pillow, it's really nice to put that on. If you don't have, you could make something up with a sock and fill it with some rice and maybe put some nice perfume on it. And that's you in a really, really comfortable position for relaxation and able to benefit from all of it, because the most important thing here is that your spine is fully connected to the ground, right from the tops of your thighs all the way up to your skull. That is so important. And the other thing that's important when you're doing your relaxation is, if you can, to breathe in and out through your nose. So both breathing in and out through your nose and having your spine fully supported on the ground automatically activates the parasympathetic response in the body. And when you activate the parasympathetic response, the body automatically goes into, this is safe, I can relax. This is safe, I can relax. Hello. So I'd like to show you how to go into position to receive the heart meditation. So Andrew, if you would move your hand, firstly your right hand across your chest, thumb pointing up, and then your left hand over it, and having your thumbs touching. The very, very comforting and reassuring position. But if you're lying there for a while, your body will start to get tired. So what you can do is set it up so that under each arm, elbow, you have a couple of blocks. Now again, these can get uncomfortable, so if you have a towel to put underneath each one, and then that softness enables you to really focus in on the heart meditation and the things that we'll do in the heart meditation and to get the benefits. And of course, to complete it, you're going to have your blanket on and your eye mask. So your eye mask, again, if you don't have one, a sock filled with rice and sprayed with something that you like the smell of, or indeed if you don't want anything. The important thing with the eye mask is to have the little bit of weight over the eye sockets. Once again, that generates a deep sense of peace. Okay, so now I'd like to show you the position to go into for meditation or contemplation. And if you're able to sit on the floor, that's great, but the important thing is to have a straight back. And Andrew's got a fairly straight back, but even he can be helped with a cushion. So I'm going to ask you to sit in the cushion, Andrew, please. Just take the edge of it when you go down. Forward, a little bit further forward, please. Okay, and now straighten up, that's it. So as you can see, that little bit of height underneath Andrew's bottom just enables him to have that beautiful, beautiful straight spine. Now, not everybody's going to have a cushion that they're going to be able to use, so what you can do is you can get a book or a block, and if you cover that with a towel, so if you take that off, Andrew, and I'll remove that and I'll put the other one underneath it. Okay, down you come. So once again, that little bit of height just enables Andrew to have a lovely, lovely straight back. And that enables you then to be aware, because the thing about when you're doing the meditation and the contemplation is that you want to have your mind focused. Even if it's focused on being empty, you want to have it focused. So, and there's one other position that might work for you, so I'm just going to demonstrate that one to you as well. So if you come off, Andrew, and I'll give you the 3 blocks. So this is one with, in this case, 3 blocks, but you can actually do it with pillows or cushions. And putting those underneath you, it's a bit like a prayer stool. And once again, you can see it's a beautiful, beautiful straight back that Andrew has as a result of doing that. So, pillows, blankets, your legs on the ground, making that lovely connection with the earth, feet all the way back, beautiful straight back, and the head just perched on the top. Enjoy. What I'd like to show you is how to get into a position to do a deep relaxation when you're in a chair. So, first of all, the most important thing is that your neck and head are supported in the chair. So if you lie back. Now, if you like, you can actually put in a towel or something behind it to give a little bit more support. Just a rolled up towel at the neck area. Okay, which can be very helpful. It's lovely if it's an armchair and the arms are supported, and if you turn your hands to face upwards, Jim. So, and that way you can actually feel the benefit and relax. Your shoulders open, your back's being supported. Now, the next thing that's important, I'm just going to take this a little bit away for a moment. So that would be the neck. The next thing as you go down the spine, sorry, if you move up forward, is the base of the spine. So when you sit back, Jim, do you want to sit back once again and push your back right into the chair? That's it, and now lie down. Okay? Now you can see, I think your back's fully supported there, is that correct? When I'm in this chair, my body isn't supported, so I actually need to put a couple of cushions behind me in the small of my back to make sure it's supported. But for Jim, he doesn't need that, he's quite tall. So, just that roll there. Okay? Just relax your arms wherever you want. You can sit now with your feet on the floor. Once again, for me, I need a block or two. Jim, if you put a block here. And your both feet on it. Now for Jim, that would make it too tall for him. His legs start angling upwards. So he doesn't need a block underneath his feet. Okay, now if you have a recliner, you know, that's excellent, because, do you put it into the recline position, Jim, please? Start it fully reclined. Okay, so if you have a recliner, then do use it for this, because that will be an amazing way to have all of your spine supported from the very top all the way down to the top of your hips. And what you're wanting to have is that whole spine supported by the chair, so that you can fully relax. And having the spine supported activates the parasympathetic system, so really enabling the body to relax. However, most people won't have a chair like this, so if you get into the upright position again, Jim. Need to have good strong stomach muscles to get yourselves up here. Okay, right, on you go, lie back. So another thing when you go into relaxation is that you want to be sure that you're nice and comfy. So it's quite important to have a blanket over you. And the blanket just then enables you to fully relax. Okay? You want to feel the connection with the earth, with your feet. Make sure your feet are on the ground with a block. You want to make sure your thighs are supported and that your back is supported. And when you're breathing, you want to breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. And both those things activate the parasympathetic system. That's the spine being supported and the breathing out and in through the nose. The body knows that if you do those things, you're going into relaxation mode. And that enables you then to activate it and for that to start. Hello. So I'd like to show you how to go into position to receive the heart meditation. So Andrew, if you would move your hand, firstly your right hand across your chest, thumb pointing up, and then your left hand over it, and having your thumbs touching. The very, very comforting and reassuring position. But if you're lying there for a while, your body will start to get tired. So what you can do is set it up so that under each arm, elbow, you have a couple of blocks. Now again, these can get uncomfortable, so if you have a towel to put underneath each one, and then that softness enables you to really focus in on the heart meditation and the things that we'll do in the heart meditation and to get the benefits. And of course, to complete it, you're going to have your blanket on and your eye mask. So your eye mask, again, if you don't have one, a sock filled with rice and sprayed with something that you like the smell of, or indeed if you don't want anything. The important thing with the eye mask is to have the little bit of weight over the eye sockets. Once again, that generates a deep sense of peace. Enjoy. Heart Center Meditation. Lying or sitting in a comfortable position, indoors or outdoors. Place your right hand over the heart area with your thumb facing upwards, and then your left hand over it, and allow your thumbs to touch each other. Feel a connection between your hands and your body. And you can picture your hands as radiating light and compassion, sending love throughout your whole body. And as you hold your hands there, you'll notice as you breathe in that your chest rises, and as you breathe out, your chest falls. That beautiful, beautiful rhythm of life. The heart centre has 4 special qualities, and these can be used to deepen the meditation. So if you like, you can listen to each of the 4 and see if any resonate with you today, and focus in on them. Compassion. Huge, limitless, boundless compassion. Compassion for yourself. Inner peace. The sense of calm in the midst of chaos. Healing. Love in action and the desire to be drawn towards healing. Unconditioned and unconditional love. The ability to appreciate each thing for what it is. I'll go through these again, and you might like to focus on 1 or 2 that mean something in particular to you today. Compassion. Huge, limitless, boundless compassion. Inner peace. The sense of calm in the midst of chaos. Healing. The desire to be drawn towards healing. Unconditioned and unconditional love. The ability to appreciate each thing for what it is. And as you breathe in and out, just notice the nurturing that your hands over your heart centre bring to you.
the beautiful, nurturing, healing power of your hands together with the rhythm of your breath. Breathing in and out. And I'll be quiet for a few minutes as you let your mind wander, enjoying the nurturing presence of taking the time to gently let your hands rest over your heart and noticing the healing that this brings into you. Just sitting with your hands placed gently over your heart area and breathing can bring you into a state of peaceful and deeper connection with yourself.
And now gently coming to, if you want to move your toes and your ankles, your fingers, your hands, your wrists. Maybe take a big yawn, and as you do that you might notice how your back feels against the floor or the chair. You might notice how your chest inflates. You might notice the temperature of the air in your nostrils. And just move very gently in any way that seems appropriate for you and your body. You might want to take a stretch. If you're lying down, you might want to take your knees into your chest and rock from side to side for a while. And now if you're lying down, if you turn on to your side, your right hand side if that's comfortable for you, and put yourself into a fetal position, making a little pillow with your right arm for your head, and rest there for a few moments. And that's the position of birth. And sometimes it's helpful to think of, as you come out of your relaxation, it's a rebirth into new opportunities, a new time, starting over. So just lie there for a few breaths, thinking on that. And when you're ready, use your top hand to push you up into a seated position. Now, whether you're sitting in a chair or sitting on the floor, we will finish with that lovely big circle of energy, pulling it down into our heart centre. And we'll finish with that beautiful greeting of Namaste, which means the divine in me recognises the divine in you. Namaste.